You know when Michael Jordan is coming to town, you always wanted to get a good night's sleep, a good night rest, something good to eat, because you know the next day Michael Jordan is in your building and he's coming to put on a show, and you have to compete against that. Game 5 was at our place, and you know, a typical game, Eastern Conference game, a physical game, it was like a back and forth thing, the shot. You know, everybody want to talk about the shot. Chicago kept fighting, MJ kept making plays. It's at the end of the game, and we going to the timeout, and everybody talking. I was like, Coach, I want to guard MJ. Like, I got to guard MJ. There's only one player that's getting this basketball, and that's MJ. He's like, we're gonna put Craig Elo on there. I'm like, and he jumped up, and Elo jumps up, Elo stops, and MJ does this to Elo. Elo comes down, and he shoots it, and it was slow motion. And it was like, he's the guy that you want the ball in his hand late in the ball game, because he's gonna win most of those ball games by himself.
All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbound. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs trying to deny Jordan the ball.
Oh, my.
Elo with the steal.
Goodness, the Bulls throw it. All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbound. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs trying to deny Jordan the ball.
Oh, my.
Elo with the steal.
Goodness, the Bulls throw it.
Yo, hold on. What I'm supposed to do? Look at this. Hold on. This is crazy. I got it. Oh, okay. You gotta aim it. Oh man. Okay, you gotta aim. Hold on. Hold on. Stop. Come on, get it up. All right, L1. Yo, it wouldn't. Hold on, yo. Aim the ball. Hold up. It's not doing it. That's up. Aim the ball. I'm aiming the ball. Right there. Got it. Come on now.
You can never ever count Michael Jordan out.
Yes. Finally got all three. You can't. Oh man. That's my first all three joints. I liked it, that one. It was real quick though. It was cool. Outscore Dominique Wilkins. Okay.
Michael was a different level, man. He's a different level of competitiveness, just sheer will to win. He changed the game. He changed the game. I mean, not just in one aspect, in many aspects, in every aspect of the game, he changed it. I played against some greatest players in the history of this game. Michael Jordan was one of those guys that lifted my ability to the next level. We enjoyed the competition with one another. We played very hard and fiercely against one another, but it was like you had two gentlemen going head to head. Michael Jordan and I wasn't just coming down the court getting dunks at the dunks. We found creative ways to score. I can't tell you the fun and the pleasure I had to play against him. You know, and Michael and I, we never really talked about those games. It was kind of an unspoken thing between us. You know, the respect level that we had was at a different level. I think I had a great game in Atlanta, and I remember going to Chicago. Michael walks into our locker room, and we're still in suit and tie. We haven't gotten dressed yet, and he walks in our locker room, suit and tie, and I was like, what are you doing coming in our locker room? And I ain't gonna say exactly what I said. And so he walked by me, he walked by Kevin Willis, and he got to Randy Whitman, he tapped him on his butt, and he said, lace him up, it's gonna be a long night. He got 60 that night. He got 60. And it was a very close game. I think it went down to the last shot in that game, but I think he proved his point.
An unmistakable view of the Windy City and a lot of anticipation in the air. Welcome, everyone, to Chicago. This is Kevin Harlan along with me, Clark Kellogg. We've got David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines as we get set to watch the Atlanta Hawks go up against the Chicago Bulls. Clark, this should be a beauty.
You know, each of these teams, Kevin, has a guy who is in the running for the league lead in scoring. I'm, of course, talking about two guys that don't need introduction, Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins. Going to be a lot of fun watching these guys try to one-up each other offensively.
And Clark, beyond just Jordan and Wilkins, plenty of other talented scorers on each of these teams as well.
Kevin, you make a very good point. I mean, these are two impressive high-octane lineups, which I think could result in this score really getting run up in a hurry.
This should be one to remember. And out there for Atlanta, Spud Webb at the point with Doc Rivers at the 2. At the forward positions, Dominique Wilkins and Moses Malone. John Koncak will be at center. And starting things off for the Bulls, it's John Paxson at point guard with Michael Jordan also at the guard. Then Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant at the 3 and 4. The veteran, Bill Cartwright, in the middle.
Expectations are high for Jordan and Wilkins in this one. They're both exceptional scoring threats, and I know their teams are expecting each of them to be the difference makers out there as they try to get the W.
Jordan looking around. Over Wilkins on the money with the open jumper.
Boy, you take a look at that jump shot of Jordan's, effortless and impeccable in its mechanics.
You know, often, Clark, it's the team's respective leader who sets the tone for their whole squad.
You are correct, partner. So if Jordan or Wilkins can manage to get off to a hot start, that could spread to the other guys and get their whole team rolling early.
That's a good point. The two scoring leaders facing off. But to dig deeper, let's go to a guy who can dig as deep as any, David Aldridge. DA.
Thanks, guys. We know that Dominique and Jordan scoring will probably be the big story of the night, but there's a lot more to these guys' games that could affect the outcome. With Wilkins, we've seen a new focus from him on improving his rebounding, and as always, Jordan's defense can be just as impactful as his offense. Guys, back to you.
You know, David, that's an interesting point. I think you're right. It's not just, Clark, about scoring tonight. It's got to be a multifaceted game. Wouldn't you agree?
I certainly would, Kevin. Limiting your opponent's touches and disrupting their shot attempts and their offensive flow, I think, could be the real name of the game in this one. You just can't get it done with offense alone.
I know Jordan takes pride in his defense. We'll see if that's true tonight.
Yep, we'll keep an eye on that.
You know, Clark, in some ways, this game could come down to either Jordan's or Wilkins. And who scores the most? Outperforming the other could seal the game for their team.
And, Kevin, that's exactly what we'll be keeping a close eye on. Which one is leading in the point column? Because I agree the winner of that duel very well could decide this thing.
Oh, what a duel it's going to be. And it's Chicago scoring again. Wilkins and Jordan, a couple of talented one-on-one players who are both going to be seeking mismatches in this one.
And, you know, Kevin, if you're on either of these teams, you've got to be ready to come at Jordan and Wilkins defensively. Don't let them dictate things. Low-effort defense not going to get it done because they'll take advantage of that fully.
Oof. Now here's Paxson. Following the miss by Moses Malone. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone. Second chance shot. Webb against Jordan. Outside Malone. And there's the pass to Rivers. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Grant, and Grant sends it back.
One of the better defenders in this game. Grant teeing off on that one.
The #1 objective, Clark, of this Bulls defense has to be limiting Dominique Wilkins' looks. They've got to contain that incredible scoring of his.
Kevin, you're all over it. Right on point. I mean, if Chicago can't disrupt his usual scoring, then they're in for a long night and some real trouble.
Here's Jordan. Dominique Wilkins making his last shot there. Jordan against Wilkins. And Koncak pulls it down. And so it's Wilkins who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 2. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Kings check in for the Bulls. Armstrong comes in for Paxson. Then for the Hawks, Willesee checked in for Koncak. Carr comes in for Moses Malone. And Smith subbed in for Spud Webb. Now here's Jordan. 6 points for him. Spins. And it's Pippen in the corner. And the Bulls with another miss. Credit to these Hawks, Clark, for having a constant postseason presence these last few seasons.
3 straight second-round appearances, and then last year a tough loss in the first round. But I say don't let that fool you. These Hawks are...
They're gonna let him get that 20. They're going to let him get that 20 points. I'm telling you.
A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. Now Armstrong. Passes it to Jordan. Brand sets a screen for Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
You can always count on Jordan to crank it up a little bit here at home and give these Bulls fans a game worth watching.
The Hawks trail it. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Wilkins slams it in.
Boy, nice setup with the pass, and Wilkins bounces up knowing just what to do with it.
Chicago with the ball. Some fresh competition, Clark, for the Bulls and Hawks in the league this year, with 2 expansion teams coming to the NBA in Orlando and Minnesota.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, these teams are focused on the game at hand. That's pretty obvious, but this is a very interesting time for the NBA. A lot of new talent and a new landscape.
A lot of growing indeed. Here's Smith. The Bulls getting the bucket. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Wilkins in the high post.
Told you. They're going to let him get that 20.
Right iron and down. Wilkins has got 10 points in the game. Wilkins has gotten 5 of his 7 shots to fall. And here is Jordan. 8 points for him. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Pretty good display of strength by Jordan there. Absorbed the contact and still able to nail the shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for your Bulls, Michael Jordan. 1 shot.
Free throw good, Jordan. 9 seconds left here in the first quarter. Smith with it from deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. 1 quarter in the books. It has been a close one so far. Bulls lead by 3. And back in a moment.
I got to go with like half court press, man, because I can't let him get that 20. That 20.
Welcome back, everyone, to Chicago as the second quarter gets underway. It's been an exciting game so far between the hometown Chicago Bulls and the visiting Atlanta Hawks.
For the Bulls, they've got a new coach at the helm this season. With Phil Jackson, this is his first stint as a head coach here in the NBA.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Kevin Willis out there with Moses Malone. Then there's Dominique Wilkins. Then it's Webb, and it's Rivers in at the 2. Pippen, and he uses the glass on the layup. Pippen's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bulls.
Pippen showing you nice agility that time, working around tough defense, able to play through that contact.
Now here's Rivers. Here's Willis. Rebound by Pippen. Jackson, of course, a former player, a former assistant under Doug Collins in Chicago. And Clark, I hear he's got some interesting ideas when it comes to on-court strategy.
Well, Kevin, you know, he's certainly got some good pieces to test those ideas out with. There's no denying that. But what I think matters most is that the guys seem to relate to him and like him. Chemistry between players and head coaches is critical.
Well, you know, you played a long time, and you know how important that connection can be.
That's a very key deal.
You know, looking back at the opening quarter, Clark, Jordan managed to stay ahead of Wilkins in points scored.
Yeah, really good start for him, Kevin, in that regard, but can he keep doing that the entire game?
Right. Paxson against Webb.
Everybody bunched up. I'm not trying to let
count it. Good.
They're going to get that. They're going to give it to him. For some reason, I'm letting Jordan just play him, and for some reason, just giving it to him.
Let's go to David Aldridge, who has some inside info on the Chicago Bulls.
Hey, Kevin, when you talk to the coaching staff and you say, what's the key to success against the Hawks, they have a one-word answer. Michael. They expect big numbers from Jordan, probably exceeding his average of 35 points from last season. Back to you, Kevin.
Well, that's good stuff there, David. Sometimes, Clark, the answer is that simple, I guess.
Yeah, you don't have to complicate it, especially when you're talking about Jordan, because he does make it really simple. Although he's not a one-man show, his whole team is going to have to still step up.
And they take pride in that, don't they? Helping this very special talent do what they've got to do.
Yeah, they're pros, and they get their checks twice a month, too.
Right now, Dominique doesn't seem to be having much issue, Clark, working around the Bulls' defense.
And that doesn't bode well for Chicago. I think they've got to get a better handle on him, Kevin. They've got to corral him. If Dominique is just getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, that is terrible news for the Bulls.
Here's Rivers, following the basket by Michael Jordan. Pass to Wilkins. Over Jordan. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Dominique Wilkins unafraid to put his body on the line, going right into that interior defense and getting himself fouled in the act.
He's getting his first free throw attempt.
They're going to let him just ease and get to 20. That's what they're going to let him do.
The first one falls.
The Hawks and the Bulls, when you look at the measurables of teams and players, pretty standard for the league, with explosively athletic backcourts and then quite a bit of size down low, too.
Horace Grant, he's checked in for Chicago. Livingston's checked in for Atlanta. Tony comes in for Webb. The shot's good from Jordan.
Really smooth shot that time from MJ beyond the arc. Hawks can't afford to let him get it going from the three-point line.
Like we were talking about size, both of these teams start a 7-footer.
He got the 20. I forget it. I'm not. They're gonna give it to him. So what the fuck?
Then you get Grant and Malone are paired evenly.
If you go on this Jordan challenge to anybody, you will notice they just gonna give it to him. I see motherfuckers on here. They quit it. Like, man, I ain't playing this joint.
Between Jordan and Wilkins, they're matching each other
because it's like impossible. Like, how?
Yeah, two superb talents when it comes to putting the ball in the basket, and I think the back and forth between them has really heated up.
Now here's Paxson. Dominique Wilkins unable to get his shot to go to the paint. Here's Jordan. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Well, you got to appreciate how consistent these Atlanta Hawks have been. I mean, season to season, even while going through some roster shakeups, they've been steady.
So for the Bulls, Hodges checked in for Pippen, and Armstrong subbed in for John Paxson. And a change for the Hawks. Carr's checked in. Now, here is Tony. Rivers passes to Livingston. Tony with the three. Rebound by the Bulls. Clark, as we know, last year the Hawks were able to hit 50 wins for the 4th consecutive season.
And Kevin, I think that speaks to obviously the product on the floor, but the quality of their organization too. I mean, these are players and coaches who just know how to win games.
1:12 left here in the second. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. It's a 13-point game. It's Wilkins on the wing. Guarded by Jordan. Carr, no good. And so here is Chicago. And they double up Jordan. Will not go down. That's number 3 on 12 tries from the floor. Here's Rivers. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. And here we go. Fast break. Jordan's got it. They get it back. And the dunk by Grant.
Providing exactly what the team
I knew they wasn't going to let me get that because it was my man. He started slowing down.
Rebound and make sure they convert.
The Hawks trail by 15. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Pass to Tony. And here is Wilkins. He's defended by Jordan. Wilkins passes to Carr. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And the dunk by Carr.
And being that Carr is 6'9", he's capable of throwing it down, especially when the defense is playing him like this.
Here's Jordan. And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for Chicago. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. So welcome back, everyone, to the third quarter of this contest between the Bulls and the Hawks, where Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins have been going at it. Bulls leading by 13.
And as this second half gets underway, the defensive ability of the Hawks and Bulls only become more important. You got to limit your opponents down the stretch, and both of these teams have the ability to do that.
They've got Pippen. John Paxson is out there with Michael Jordan. Then there's Grant, and it's Cartwright in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
Now, here is Webb. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Wilkins outside.
Here we go. Look, 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 look. He got it. Watch this.
Jordan with some nice D. We were talking about this before, but Clark, some very capable defenders on both sides of the floor.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, the duo of Pippen and Jordan, so effective at wreaking havoc and forcing turnovers. And the Hawks have Doc Rivers, who can hassle ball handlers. He's physical as a backcourt defender, as well as Moses down low to eat that glass and block shots, too.
Both are fun to watch. So it's Atlanta now, after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Rivers kicks to Webb. Clock at 6. Fires top of the key. Malone. The tip in on the offensive rebound. Malone's got his first points of the night. We're going over the numbers from the first half. Clark, Jordan was able to top Wilkins in scoring in the first and second quarters combined.
A critical advantage partner that he worked really hard to get. Not all of his hoops were easy ones.
Right, you're right on that. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. For 3, Pippen doesn't go for it.
Yo, come on, man. What the fuck was that?
Here's Rivers. Goes back up. Here's Wilkins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, they're gonna ease him. They're gonna ease him to 20. They're gonna ease him to 20.
But this time showing you he can get gritty and get his hands dirty, absorbing the contact and still getting the shot in the air.
Both free throws good from Wilkins.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Here's Pippen. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Boy, Pippen gets the bucket and is going to shoot the and one. Excellent concentration there.
And the Bulls making a change here. Kings checked in.
When you think about Michael Jordan, you think about scoring, putting the ball in the basket. But he does a lot of other stuff out there as well, like moving the ball effectively.
Now, here's
Look at this shit. He jumping from half court. Come on, man.
He's been streaky throughout his career, but this guy is unstoppable tonight, using all of his skills and that athleticism.
I did not do that. That was real dumb to even try to push a button to do that. Come on now.
Last year, Michael Jordan Clark was actually 8th in the league in total assists. He was a top 10.
Gave him his first bucket. Here we go. They don't.
Comes to mind when you think about him, but it's very impressive nonetheless, Kevin. Shows you what kind of leader he is. He knows he's got to get his teammates involved and work well with them for his team to be its best.
Yeah, he's a terrific facilitator.
No doubt.
Basket good.
Well, I love to see King use his big body like that. Establishing himself inside, that's the way to do his work.
The Hawks trail by 12. Webb the pass to Wilkins. Back to Webb. Wilkins outside. Back to Webb.
They trying to give him that 20 right now, right this.
Feeds it to Malone. Rivers kicks to Malone. They shoot again, and Grant sends it back. Here in the third quarter, the Bulls, Clark, have managed to be pretty effective when it comes to defending Dominique Wilkins.
Yeah, you know, their focus, Kevin, in terms of defending him, I think has really been good. Really good. And I think you can tell it started to frustrate Dominique.
Told you. Told you. They gave him that 20.
Free throw shot of the game. Chicago making some changes. Hodges comes in for Scottie Pippen. And B.J. Armstrong has subbed in for John Paxson. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Carr, he's checked in for Concac. Livingston comes in for Moses Malone. Tony, he's checked in for Rivers. And Smith subbed in for Webb.
You know, the separator with Jordan from other guys is his drive. That's obvious in my mind. He wants to win more than most anybody else out there on the floor.
Now, here is Smith. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Here goes Michael Jordan. Jordan with the bucket.
Nice work, and they are getting it done at both ends.
The Hawks trail by 17. Oh, and they need a basket in the worst way.
I think they're forcing things right now, and it's why their offense looks so pedestrian.
And the shot goes in.
These Hawks have a trusted and capable leader steering the ship, and that's Coach Mike Fratello. He won Coach of the Year for his work with this team in the '86 season.
And they double up Jordan. The pass to Armstrong. Jacks up a three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Armstrong's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Really crafty play that time by Jordan. Good decision. The defense was locked in on him, so he gave it away.
Yeah, an experienced coach who knows his team inside and out. That's Mike Fratello. Clark, do you think that gives the Hawks an advantage?
I think it could, Kevin. I mean, Coach Fratello will have an easier time seeing what his team needs out there and will know what adjustments best suit this squad. The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Here's King. Antoine Carr.
Get the fuck out of here with that dumbass shit. The fuck out of here.
Driving inside. And the layup's good off the glass. Jordan's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Jordan's got a lot of flash to his game. A terrific guard, loves getting tricky with his ball handling and creating shots for himself.
And another great look at the 2K drive. Now here's Jordan. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Again, Chicago.
Quality shot from mid-range there. They are clicking right now offensively.
Here's Tony. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. As we get deeper into this game, Clark, it has been all Jordan offensively, as we can see, leaving Dominique well behind him.
You know, I didn't think it would be this one-sided. I mean, Jordan has just been operating at a totally different level, and Dominique has not managed to match that intensity or production.
You're so right. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Bulls out front, running away with this one. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Welcome back, everyone. We get into the fourth quarter of this thrilling game between the Atlanta Hawks and the Chicago Bulls. And this crowd is feeling it. The Hawks trail by 20.
As this game wears on, you have to be so conscious of Michael Jordan. I mean, he's got something of a reputation for being a closer, and that's an understatement. He finds a way to push himself beyond his limits to come up with clutch points when his team needs it most.
On the court right now for the Hawks, we've got Kevin Willis. Rivers out there with Webb. Then it's Wilkins, and it's Malone in at the center, filling out the middle.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Knowing that Michael Jordan likes to explode down the home stretch offensively, Clark, think the Hawks might increase the defensive pressure on them.
You know, it wouldn't shock me, Kevin, if they did just that. Just make sure somehow, some way, you don't allow him to put together a run.
And Willis drops them both.
A vocal presence both on the floor and in the locker room. Willis is somebody his teammates really respects.
Now Paxson. A nice shot by Jordan. 34 points for Jordan.
Looking to stretch this lead out even further, going right after his shot.
And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks.
You know, something I like about both of these teams, the Bulls and the Hawks, is the experience they have, the range of experience. I mean, you've got younger guys like John Koncak and Horace Grant, and then you've got the seasoned veterans like Moses and Bill Cartwright. It's a really good balance.
Malone, good.
You know, part of what makes Malone such a good rebounder is his aggressiveness. I mean, and he also has a real nose for the ball.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Jordan. That one, no good. Some solid defense by Malone. Clark, I've always wondered how valuable you think it is for younger players to get a chance to play.
Fuck out of here with that dumb shit. Stop!
Kevin, I think it's crucial and absolutely vital. Older guys have a way of being able to teach a young star so much about patience and which battles you fight and which ones you let go and how you carry yourself as a pro and all of the nuances of playing in the NBA. Good veterans can help young players set the tone for the rest of their careers.
Oh, that's a great answer. Here's Wilkins following the basket by Michael Jordan. Willis the pass to Webb. Shot clock at 5. Here's Rivers. Bank shot, no good. Bulls leading by 20. And they double up Jordan. It's stolen by Willis.
Come on, get the come on, man. This is crazy.
Wilkins passes to Rivers. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Wilkins. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Wilkins has got 22.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Pippen down low. He's guarded by Rivers. Pippen with the bucket.
Well, I tell you, Pippen's length helps him close to the rim. Uses that length to score through contact.
Rivers kicks to Webb. Left side Wilkins. Fader on the way. And that's collected by Grant. Grant's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Paxson outside. Passes it to Carter. Now Pippen. He's guarded by Rivers. Pippen, the pass to Carter. And the jam by Bill Cartwright.
You know, we talk about Pippen's versatility a lot, and with good reason. There he's showing you a superb court awareness with that pass.
Webb kicks to Rivers. And the basket by Webb.
Plays with so much ferocity, erasing that size mismatch clearly.
The Bulls leading by 20. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Pass to Cartwright. And the jam by Bill Cartwright.
And you know, Cartwright is just a little north of 7 feet tall, so once he gets great positioning, he's looking to throw it down.
Here's Webb. Pass to Willis. With some arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Grant's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Jordan against Rivers, and they double up Jordan. The pass to Paxson from the arc. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Jordan's got 3 assists in the game. Here's the Hawks with the ball. Webb with it. He's picked up by Jordan. And Michael Jordan, no doubt, one of the greatest dunkers of this era.
Boy, you love the swagger in MJ's game. Going up high and throwing it down hard.
Webb against Paxson. Webb the pass to Willis. Back to Webb. Here's Willis. And it's Willis finishing it off.
Boy, T-Rex, they call him, Kevin Willis, devouring those second chance points.
Cartwright against Malone. Jordan kicks to Pippen. Paxson passes to Pippen over Rivers. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
I think this is one of the sweet spots for Pippen's jumper. He thrives in the mid-range game.
Pass to Rivers. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And while this run is impressive, I just don't think it will be enough.
Paxson against Webb. Paxson kicks to Pippen. It's deflected. Wilkins against Jordan. Wilkins the pass to Webb. Over Paxson. Webb can't hit.
Well, that's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
Here's Jordan. Got it. Good job in the low post. Jordan's got 40 points.
Not surprising at all to see Jordan piling up points, playing with a lot of determination and grit, and insisting on being aggressive looking for his shots.
Webb kicks to Willis. Back to Webb. Pass to Willis. And here's Wilkins from the arc. Off the mark.
Give me that shit. You must be crazy. I should, hold on. Wasn't I supposed to score 40 points, I think?
Yeah, Kevin, able to beat Dominique's offensive talents once again. Always special, though, to watch these two go at it head-to-head. MJ got the better of Dominique this time.
He did tonight. But looking beyond just the 2 stars, Clark, as you like to say, this was a team win.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, Jordan cleared and made the way, but the rest of the Bulls did a terrific job keeping up with them and putting a lot of pressure on this Hawks squad. Well done by the Bulls.
This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
I almost got him. He had 22 points. Damn.